You know for a fact when one of the most iconic characters that constantly says, Russian sushi? Russian sushi, finally pulls out the fireworks and is about to go guns blazing. You know you have a fucking amazing episode of Durarara. By far, I think one of the most intense episodes to date of Durarara since its return. Since, you know, season 2, 3, and 4 and stuff, I think this is probably one of the most intense episodes because of all that is going on. Now, we have seen throughout the majority of these episodes recently that there's just so much going on, there's so much conflict, but with this episode, so many things are reaching that critical point. For instance, Izaya and Shizuo's fight is underway, it's just now starting. You see where Izaya, he's no longer running away, he's no longer trying to get away from Shizuo and escape him, he's not doing that. This time, Izaya is standing his ground and trying to kill Shizuo. That just goes to show you the distinct differences between the previous fights between Izaya and Shizuo. Now, besides that, let's look at some of these other scenes, like Verona. Verona right now is trying to help out Shizuo, but she cannot at this moment. She's currently in a fight as well, which goes to show you how important this fight is as well. Shizuo does not get any help at all. No outside forces are going to help him. This is between Izaya and him. And that right there has me fucking hyped. But that's not just it. This episode has so many hype-inducing scenes. I'm not mad that this episode decided to take its time with Shizuo and Izaya's fight. Now, I knew Durarara most likely might try something like this because, I mean, as we all know, it loves going back from scene to scene with different characters throughout the entirety of its series. And I kind of expected the majority of this episode not to focus on that fight. But I have to say, I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm actually kind of happy. I mean, this episode focused on a lot of critical plot points and kind of made it to where they're about to get concluded. Like, I mean, you had the Celti plot point where Celti's been trying to find her head since the very beginning of the series. She finally got it back. Oh my god, okay. Shinra's father. His father. What he did in this episode, it's selfish, but I gotta say, I got a chuckle, and I know it was some dark humor, very morbid and dark humor, but when you saw Shinra's father try to sling Celti's head up there to her, and it hit the floor, I'm like, oh. I laughed because it's just so fucked up the way he could not care less for, like, a, you know, a head, like, someone's head, and the way it hit and all that, he's like, ooh, my bad, and all that. I just couldn't help but laugh, but I know that might not have been a comedy moment, but I still got a giggle out of it, just because it's just rather dark, and it's just something that really change the mood of that moment. Like, I mean, majority of this episode is very intense because of, you know, Izaya and Shizuo, and when you see something like that, and you're like, my god, that's funny. And so, I had a good laugh there. Celti got back her head, but sadly enough, Celti has lost all her memories. She no longer has the memory she had when she was with Shinra, or when she was trying to spend time with other humans of the world. She no longer has those memories, so it's no longer the Celti we knew from all these seasons of Durarara, which is very sad. Now, I'm willing to bet that sometime, maybe a couple episodes from now, maybe Celti might gain her memories back or something. I highly doubt her memories are gone for good. I really doubt that because, I mean, we're at the ending part of the series. And, I mean, Celti and Shinra's, you know, relationship has been built up for a very long time, and I highly doubt, with the way the writer is, would kind of just, you know, axe that, you know, relationship between these two characters. Most likely, Shinra might have to repair that connection and have to start all over. That is a possibility, but I don't feel like Celti and Shinra is not going to happen. I feel like it's going to continue to happen, and it might be a little bit different than what we expected, but I still believe these two might get together. So I'm looking forward to that, to see how the series kind of concludes their relationship. Now, getting off of that, let's talk about Saika. So, Saika, oh god, there's a lot of, like, zombies all in the streets and shit. Saika is attacking the Russian sushi joint, and they're all having to hold up and get ready to, you know, light some fireworks. And for the most part, we didn't get much information about that entire scene. I mean, we got to see Nasu, and Nasu was there, you know, controlling everything behind the scenes. You know, Haruna, she's currently being controlled. She's no longer under the control of Henri, so that's pretty scary stuff right there. So there's a lot of things going on. I mean, a lot of villains making their moves, and we also have it to where, you know, Kita and Mikoto can actually finally meet up very soon. They're about to meet up. This is something that has been built up as long as the Celti stuff. Like, I mean, Celti in her head, that's been one of the critical plot points of the series for a very long time. It's like one of the main foundation blocks of the series. And alongside of that, one of the other critical moments, or critical points of the series, is Mikoto and Kita finally talking, meeting, and talking about the dollars, talking about the yellow scarves, talking about Blue Square, talking about Saika, Henri, so forth, so on. This has been built up for a very long time, and we're finally getting to that point to where they're about to meet as well. So, I can look past Izaya and Shizuo's fight kind of being pushed to the side a little bit, because the majority of this episode wanted to focus on getting everything, all these plot threads, to the point of where the last week's episode ended off. You remember how it was building up and we got the start of Izaya and Shizuo when they're just walking, talking, like, you know, goodbye, Shizuo? Pretty much right there, that's kind of what this episode did with all the other plot threads. So you got it to where they're about to begin and about to reach that conclusion. So I'm going to say right now, probably the remainder episodes of Durarara are probably going to be some of the best we have seen from the series. If it's well animated and the production team does it quite well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, because it's definitely going to be probably one of the best episodes, or the remaining episodes of Durarara before it ends. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live, and please be safe. Chibi out.